All right, what's up, everybody? It's the Kid DC Wrestling here to bring you all your June 13th edition of Monday Night Raw. Now, actually, man, before I get into this episode of Monday Night Raw, there's something I want to talk about, something I want to address here. Obviously, the news, the big headliner today was Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy was arrested. I believe he was arrested like early Monday morning, like late Sunday night, I believe. I believe it was early Monday morning. But yeah, Jeff Hardy was arrested, and honestly, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like there's no excuses. There's no fault. We shouldn't be pointing the finger at AEW or even WWE. Like this is all on Jeff Hardy. That this is his fault. And if Jeff Hardy, wants to get better, if he wants to, do better, he's got to do his part. We could sit up here and we could, again, talk about these other companies, which I find to be ridiculous because at the end of the day, it's all on Jeff Hardy. So Jeff Hardy needs to take accountability and he needs to do it, man. If Jon Moxley can do it, then so can Jeff. But the news coming out today is just dang. And him and Matt Hardy was supposed to be in that ladder match, but now they're obviously they're not in the match. And to be honest with you, I think that was the right call. But anyways, let's get into Monday Night Raw, man. I don't want to make this a sad review. I thought tonight's Monday Night Raw was pretty solid. We kicked things off with Miz TV. Basically, this was to set up Riddle coming out because Paul Heyman was the guest. And pretty much Paul Heyman was saying that, whoever wins the Money in the Bank, they're not going to beat Roman Reigns, just like Riddle is not going to beat Roman Reigns. And, Riddle was like, Roman may not know who I am, but trust me, when I win the Undisputed Universal title, Roman Reigns will know who I am. This leads to a match. The Usos come out, and then, of course, the Street Profits come out because this leads to our first match of the night, that being Montez Ford and, of course, Jimmy Uso. And this was a one-on-one match. And I thought this match was actually pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to front. I thought this was actually a pretty good opener here that saw Jimmy Uso actually defeating Montez Ford. Yeah, Jimmy Uso gets the win. And, we all love Montez Ford, man. Montez, come on. But Jimmy Uso surprisingly got the win here. I actually thought they were going to give the win to Montez here. All right, so after that, man, we had this interview with Seth Rollins. Basically, Rollins says that Rhodes is a virus. He says he's been plaguing the WWE since WrestleMania. Rollins had to take matters into his own hands. That's why he did what he did. That's why he attacked Cody Rhodes. I thought this was a really, really good promo from Rollins here. But, of course, Rollins does talk about, the Money in the Bank and how he's won the Money in the Bank before and how he's going to do it again this time. AJ actually attacked him and said that was for Cody because those two went on to face each other in the qualifying match later on that night. Now we were supposed to get a match between between Becky Lynch and Dana Brooke, and I believe this was actually going to be for the 24/7 title. Yes, it was, but of course the match didn't even happen. Heck, the match didn't even start because freaking Becky attacked Dana during the match and was like, bro, I don't want your title. You can keep your title. What I need is the Money in the Bank championship. The Money in the Bank briefcase, I mean. Yeah, Becky went off in this promo. She was just going off about people be disrespecting her, like she doesn't get the credit that she deserves. Like she was just going in on this, man. Like, really. So we get another Money in the Bank qualifier match. And this was a tag team match play. So the winning team goes on to, the Money in the Bank. This was Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan for the first time ever. This was the first time they were teaming it up as they were building it up. Taking on Doudrop and Nikki ASH. And in my opinion, this was a meh match, if I'm being honest with you. But as we saw the team of Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan get the win. If one of the two women, if they don't win Money in the Bank, I won't be like surprised if WWE ends up putting them together as a tag team, you know, because like they're pretty good as a tag team. I'm not gonna lie. Well, pretty solid to say the least. But then again, Liv Morgan has had a history of tag teams and Alexa Bliss as well. You know, tag teams that didn't really do so well. But you know, we'll see for the future. I had to take my hat off there. Anyways, let's move on to Ezekiel versus Kevin Owens. This was the rematch, and this time, because Kevin Owens was just getting mad this entire match, Ezekiel did defeat Kevin Owens via countout. And of course, Kevin Owens is upset with himself. Ezekiel gets on the mic and says he needs to speak with the Zeke Freaks. Guys, I got a huge announcement, and the announcement is that Elias is gonna be coming back to Monday Night Raw next week. So Elias is making his return. We got John Cena on the Go Home show, but next week we got Elias. And freaking Kevin again is just like, bro, you're Elias. Like, this whole freaking Elias stuff is crazy. But I'm gonna be really curious to see what they're gonna do there, man. So that's gonna be something. I ain't gonna lie. Next, we had Cedric Alexander versus MVP. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't really care for this. Cedric got squashed. MVP just squashed Chris Jericho. I guess MVP looked at Cedric Alexander as Chris Jericho and decided, I'm about to squash this kid, you know, because Chris Jericho doesn't fight jobbers, you know, according to him. So we do get the Money in the Bank qualifier match. This was AJ Styles and Seth Rollins. This was match of the night for me, man. I mean, AJ Styles and Rollins, they faced each other before. Coincidentally, ironically, at the Money in the Bank 2019 pay-per-view, that was one of the best matches of that year, too. This was just awesome, I thought. Like, this was great stuff by both men. Seth Rollins does defeat AJ Styles by pinfall. I thought that was the right choice there. All right, next we had Riddle versus Champa. I ain't gonna lie, I thought this match was kind of weird in a sense. I get why they did it. You know, you want to get Riddle some win, you know, another win before his match against Roman. But with Champa, especially with him attacking Ali these past few weeks, it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. And then then again, he did attack Riddle last week, so I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, as we move on from that, we got Belair and Rhea Ripley and their home confrontation. I thought that was pretty solid. I can't wait for their match in Money in the Bank, man. Like Bianca Belair and Rhea, they about to have some magic. We had Chad Gable and Ali. No offense to these guys, I didn't really care about this match. Towards the end, it feels like they were stalling time before the big pose down, of course. Same thing with Veer Mahan and Rey Mysterio, which Veer Mahan did defeat Rey Mysterio. And, of course, Chad Gable did defeat Ali by pinfall. So, you know. But, yeah, we had the pose off. I thought this was a pretty solid way to end Monday Night Raw. And, yeah, overall tonight I actually thought Monday Night Raw was pretty solid, to say the least. As we get closer and closer to the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. So I'm really curious to see what they're going to do next week. But anyways, this has been the Kid DC Wrestling. Hope you guys make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And so, yeah.